So I just read Their Vicious Darling by Nikki Crowe, and there was a scene where two characters order what is a cheeseburger, and it's called a meat sandwich with ketchup, which is called tomato syrup, and French fries, which are called matchsticks. So that is what we're recreating today, even though I have a backlog of YouTube videos that need to be put up immediately, yet here we are filming another one. So I have to clean this hot mess up, and then we're gonna get started with, I don't have a recipe, like we're just gonna wing it. So first we're gonna chop up a bunch of tomatoes, throw them in a pot, and let them cook down. I've never made syrup before, so what we're gonna do then is just, after they've cooked down, we'll throw them in a blender, which we'll get to later, add brown sugar, and maybe a little salt. They are in the Dutch oven. I'm gonna leave the lid off. Should I leave the lid off? I don't know. We're gonna start with the lid off and see what happens.
Let your feet together and watch. Watch, Mommy.
Hold on, buddy. While I wasn't filming, I made a seasoned salt for on top of the fries, and the tomatoes are doing exactly what I wanted them to be doing. When I think of matchsticks, like they call them in the book, I think of these really thin fries, almost like a McDonald's fry or whatever, not like a thick steak fry. I'm gonna peel these and soak them in water for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna oven bake them because I hate frying, but I'm gonna get started on that. I hate peeling potatoes and typically do not do them when I make French fries any other time, but I just didn't feel like for a matchstick the skin stayed on. So we're taking them off, and then we're gonna try and chop them up pretty thin. And we're gonna soak them in water for about 30 minutes before drying them off, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, and then we will bake them. The only plan for the syrup is to just let it simmer now on the stove. We're gonna make the burger part of the meat sandwich. Season it a little bit, nothing too crazy for this, and because I want to know how the tomato syrup tastes. Add a little garlic powder, onion powder, a little ranch from Trader Joe's. Make them into mix it all together so we can make it into patties, and that's about it for the burgers. Potatoes have now soaked for about 30 minutes in water. Now we're gonna lay them out and dry them off before seasoning them and baking them. I like baking my French fries just because Frying is a little more tedious. I do not like being splattered by oil. This is just how I do it. By the way, this is way too much olive oil. Don't add that much. And I added way too much salt to my seasoned salt. So these were not perfect, but still good. I do love baking my fries.
Got everything.
In the book, a meat sandwich is served on bread. So I just buttered the one side and I tossed it in the pan to toast up a little bit. If you're wondering what in the world I'm adding peanuts to the table for, you're gonna need to read the series, especially getting to Their Vicious Darling, and meet a divine character. So that kind of turned into a just make a flat lay with me. But this is my favorite part of making this stuff. Matchsticks, 10 out of 10. They're a little too, well, some of them are a little too salty. Thanks for watching. Oh my gosh. Whatever this tomato syrup stuff I made, so good. Wow.